make sure here. Yeah, okay, we good.
We're just gonna try to beat this one person's time, and then I'll be joining you.
Do you?
Because I want to try out these boner maps.
Pretty good. Pretty good
Yeah, they
maps.
look good.
Yeah, he's a creative man.
Oh yeah.
I've been talking to him earlier today about we added a bunch of stuff into the Poly Castle map, which I made a little post about earlier, but
Yeah.
he was talking to me about his new map, which I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but his new map coming out, like, the idea came to him on our stream, like, it was a bunch of people were talking, and he was asking what everybody's ideas would be for the next map. And so the idea kind of came from chat, like, all together. I forgot who suggested it originally. And everybody was like, yeah, do that. So he started on it. I mean, I'm pretty sure he started on it. He said it's turning out well. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Hell yeah.
Mans is creative.
You said you're live?
Yep.
Showing live.
Yeah, I got it. I see
there
it.
it is. Yeah, it's literally as I was saying that it popped up.
Always does.
Sweet. Sweet. So I guess multi will not. He hasn't said anything, right?
No. Yeah, I haven't seen anything back from him. I'm just assuming that's yeah.
Yeah.
What else? All
We
good.
we making this drinking stream?
Hmm?
Are you drinking? I was trying to decide
I have a drink, if that's what you're asking, yes.
Yeah, I was trying to decide if I wanted to make a drink or not.
I do have a beverage, sir.
Well, in that case,
I guess I'm just gonna fly the castle until you get on then.
I'm jumping in.
Oh, well, I'm gonna fly in the castle
yeah.
first.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I could get down with that.
Woo. Tight quarters up there in the ceiling.
Yeah. Oh god, when you fucking flip sometime, you got all them stone walls around you. Holy shit. Like, where the fuck am I at?
Oops. Bonk.
Yes. The only reason why I don't fly a lot of his mats, my average frames right now are 57.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't think you would get that bad of frames on Poly. Ain't a whole lot to load.
Well, when you shove every obstacle that Velocidrone has into a map, because that's the thing, he doesn't leave empty spaces in maps. So.
Have you been outside of this castle? There's empty spaces.
Oh.
There's a buttload of empty spaces. It's just a castle floating in the middle of a big old empty map.
I'd only been flying inside of the castle, and it was just filled with.
Yeah, just find yourself a window. It's not as, it's actually a lot more spaced out looking than you'd think once you fly out of there. Just a lot of landscape around outside.
Yeah. I don't know how people race with frames like this. That would drive me crazy.
Nope.
Which is funny, like one of the fastest pilots this season in Weebleed, at least his leaderboard times, is dude Easy Racer. He runs it on a freaking MacBook.
Oof.
Yeah.
Hey.
His frames are horrible. I'm
No
like, dude,
excuses, bro.
If you got a, oh yeah, Well, I can still make excuses. He's like 17 or 16 or something like that. He's got them young boy, unmessed up brain cell reflexes still. But no, I keep like I told him, I was like, man, if you ever are able to get yourself a nice PC situation going on, you're gonna be deadly. Oh god, that's just a hallway.
He'll get it.
Yeah.
He'll get it. It's only 17, man. Nobody's got a nice computer at 17. Nobody's parents are willing, especially these days, nobody's parents are willing to cough up like $2-3 grand for a decent computer for their teenager. Like $2 or $3 grand? Are you kidding me? Get you a nice used car. Buy you a computer so you can sit up in your room and play Fortnite all day.
Yeah. Play your dang computer games.
Daggone them computer games. Oh, dangles, that's what it is. Dongles. Accidentally typed dongles.
Dongles.
Glad we caught that one. Oops.
Can you hit that gap in that little peak of this roof? Is it?
To go through this one?
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, you should be able to hit that.
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
Except for when you just freak the F out and don't do it at all. I just did.
Satanic panic, man.
OG, follow me. Follow me!
1 second. 1 second. I wanted to try changing my priority in the task manager, see if that helped this run any smoother on here. Where are we going?
Underneath the bridge.
All right.
This way. Split S.
Oh god.
Catch yourself quick.
I was not ready for that. I thought there was a turn at the end there. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
I thought there was a turn. I went to make a hard left, and there was no hard left.
I'm waiting for you.
So there's a split S. Wait.
Yeah, just split S at the end. You'll see a neon arrow, green, orange arrow. You just split S right at the end.
Oh, wait.
You gotta catch yourself quick, or else you'll drown. I'm kind of floating in the air, so just split S down is like a, I don't know, 6 or 7 foot drop, and then just catch yourself and slow down. There you go. Ooh, you almost had it.
It keeps crashing me as soon as I go down through it. I also don't see a neon arrow.
You don't see an orange arrow once you get to the end there?
Nope. Where?
It's right there on the wall. I'm looking right at it on stream. You're sitting right in front of it.
No, I don't see
So
one.
3. You probably have your graphic settings turned down or something.
Yeah.
Then. Yeah. There's three arrows right here. This orange arrow is pointing straight down. So you just drop down here like a couple feet. You can kind of just hover down. You just come straight down.
Yeah, no, it's crashing me every time I go down through it.
Oh, you might need to reload your game. I wonder if is there water there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You got to reload your map. You don't have the updated map. You're not looking at the same thing I am. He said there's been issues with that lately, with the game updating people's maps. Yeah, you just need to close your game out and come back in, and then it'll.
That's weird.
Yeah, it should fix it though. He said Velocidrone's been having issues with it lately.
Velocidrone's having issues? No.
Right? No chance, dude.
No, but we have race lines. There's no issues when you have race lines.
I don't know what that means. I don't race, so I don't get the joke there. But
All
go off,
big,
sis.
all of the big, that's a long-standing joke for us.
Mm.
All of the big bugs in Velocidrone that we have now started happening after they did that big update several months ago. Remember the giant update they did?
Yes.
And the big feature they added was race lines, where you can, it puts like a trail along a track where you can look at somebody's
Yeah, I've seen it. Right.
Yeah.
I've seen that before, like the ghost lines.
But like,
and DCL, though. I don't think I've ever seen it in this.
But now there's like all kinds of problems with Velocidrone, like problems where people get like we got to remake race lobbies in the middle of races all the time because people just get stuck on the starting block when they start a race.
No, that's annoying.
And like there's yeah, and there's
They haven't figured out
there's
where it is
a bunch
yet?
of little no, because like in at first they were trying to deny it too, but they were trying to say, oh, we can't find incidences of it happening. I'm like, jump into a multiplayer lobby at any time.
Maybe they just couldn't find instances of it happening. Maybe they weren't immediately lying. Jesus, they lied.
No, they said it for a while, dude.
I know, but maybe they just couldn't replicate it. I mean, because maybe they couldn't get like 6 people in a lobby all at once racing or something. Maybe they just had like 2 devs trying to figure it out, kind of thing. You never know. I'm just saying, go right for dishonesty. Why do they have any reason to be dishonest? You know, it's not like they have pay for play service or anything. Like they're gonna lose clients over it.
Yeah.
You know, people leave your sim, they already bought it. Joke's on you, nerd. You know.
Yeah, no, it's just so whenever stuff messes up in Velocidrone now, we're like, well, at least we got race lines.
I see. I get it now.
Yeah.
I get it. All right, let's see if you can see it now. That might have been actually why your frames may have been off too, is because I'm running a different version.
Yeah, this runs way smoother now.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Okay, now try coming down that line. Now do you see the orange arrows, Mr. Krabs?
Oh, yeah, I see them.
Okay, now you can split us down here. And you just catch yourself.
Oh my god. That was so stupid. Did you see that?
I saw your character model get thrown back pretty far in the water. That was it. There he is. Alright, and you come to this tunnel. And right when we get into solid ground here, just land and give yourself a spawn point so you don't have to do that over and over again. And then you can check out this little area. This is like the new area.
Oh.
So he added like a little quest over here. Which is just how many unicorns can you find.
Oh, yeah.
I won't tell you. I've already found all of them, but I know how many are on the map. I think I may have actually, besides him, been the first person to find all of them on the map. I think. Because he just added this stuff today. Alright, so if you do your little escapades through this room, there's 6 on this bottom floor.
Yeah, I'm not looking for all of them.
Yeah. But then if you go through this other tunnel, this is like that little dragon skeleton I took a picture of earlier.
Oh, yeah. That's dope.
Yeah, it's a neat little room. It's cool because this bottom level of this map actually started off as a glitch. The first night I flew it, there's like that exact spot where the unicorn is, where we split us down.
Yeah.
You used to be able to just get under the map, and all of this was just like open air under the water. It was kind of neat. It was just like open air under the water tiles, and then he just turned it all into like an actual level.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good use of the space
happy accident.
Exactly, yeah, it's a little bug led him to. Alright, I'm going back up. Oops. I smashed into the ceiling. I'm trying to implement out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I keep hitting the ceiling. That's a tight shot up top there.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, it is.
Woo.
Jesus.
I gotta make that rotation way faster. Oh, God. Oh, mine was sloppy, but I got it. Kind of implemented looking at the ground a little bit.
What's this way?
Nothing nearly as exciting as the underground hidden stuff. There's some chimneys you can dive that are over here. Go down to a fireplace, and you can come out of the fireplace on 3. There's 3 exits. One leads you right into a wall, but there are some exits there. Whoop. Oh god! Got the roofs there. Oh, I forgot to get myself a spawn point upstairs. Dagnabbit.
That's why I just landed and did. I was like, I don't want to fucking
have to do that all over again.
Yeah.
Plop. That'll do.
That's a whop. That's a whop.
That'll do. Donkey. Oh, there's a sick little power loop spot right here.
Where you at?
This bridge I'm at right here. I'm like right next to you. Oops. Try blast into the ground.
Oh, there you
So yeah, if you just turn around here and then go back over this bridge, if you hit this bridge though hard enough, and you can yeet all the way across the room, and there's a gap in between this door over here and the wall. If you see it up top here, so you can like power loop down through that and come out through the doorway. That was also a happy accident. I found that when I was kind of like just first flying the map, and then he ended up leaving it though, which I'm glad he did. It's a cool little jump. I'll lock it.
Okay.
You gotta go right, get your belly right on the ceiling.
Well, you can, you can do it low. It's just, oh, yeah, oh, I didn't get out to the door, but I didn't crash out of it, so now I gotta get out to the door. Oh, the heck. Oh. Yeah, you gotta have that angle of all that perfect to get it like cleanly out to the door. Nope.
Oh. Hitting my booty.
That's fine. Do you want me to? I'll have to switch to your screen a couple of times tonight while I go to smoke or something, so you can get some super view shots for clips.
How's that gonna work?
Cause
Oh, think about it now. Think about it now.
What?
Think about it now. How's that gonna work?
That's what we used to do.
Right, but think about it. You gotta think a little harder. You gotta think a little bit about who's hosting the stream now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so, that wouldn't work.
Oh yeah, it definitely seems like I need to smoke more.
That's why I wanted to give you a second, because I was like, that's a complicated problem. He's got to put some thought into it about why that wouldn't work. But yeah, no, you're good. I actually, I don't know that he wants me to do a trailer for this map. There was the trailer for the outer space map I did for him, which is really, that map's cool. We can fly that tonight too. I like that one a lot. Oops. This one's fun for proximity. That outer space one's fun for like everything. I think he said he's doing a racetrack on that one too, perhaps. Maybe it was this one. I think it's, it may have been this one that he's doing a racetrack on. I can't remember now. One of these though. It's gonna get some uber complicated racetrack on it. Oops.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to, I don't want to give somebody else the opportunity. I don't know if we want to give somebody else the opportunity to steal our iGal challenge for next year, but I can't believe the thing that we were talking about the other day. I can't believe that nobody has done that.
Oh, I know, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just,
man, don't you hate when people do that? They just like talk about something and then they just don't tell you.
No, I stopped paying attention. I tune it out, you know.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna catch me in that drama.
Miss me with that BS, as they say.
All of it.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot they're off to the side a little bit. I just slammed straight into the wall trying to power loop up through the window.
What? So yeah, I got my code for my refresh pack and stuff from Newbie Drone yesterday.
Yeah.
It's so much freaking easier, dude.
Oh yeah,
Put in
that,
like any coupon code. You got a rack of stuff for like $7.
nice.
Did you hear me say that your spot was out of Picos too?
I told you that the other day. After I told you that they had them normally, I went and looked on the site and I said they're actually sold out right now.
Oh, I don't remember hearing you say that.
Yeah. I went and checked like
that
right
invite.
after that. Right after I had said something to you about it, I went and checked. Yeah, I imagine. I think I even said that too. I said I kind of blew their spot up a little bit because the last Mob Thick video I did, people kept asking where they could get Picos, and I sent a couple people there, and now they're sold out. So my own fault, maybe a little bit. So where did you end up getting them from? Pyrodrone, okay.
Which luckily they had some of the Beta FPV flight controller and all that I needed in stock too, so I was able to just get everything from that.
Yeah.
What are you talking? I've literally never heard anybody say anything bad about Beta.
Literally never heard one person say a foul word about Beta FPV
Yeah,
in my life,
I don't
dude.
even know what you're talking about.
Not once, not a chance. Beta FPV, quality head to toe, and that's it.
Literally zero chance.
Not
And
a
you know,
chance.
they've literally had multiple chances.
Okay, all right, okay. See, it was hidden for a bit, and then you just took. Now you just took it too far.
No, not until you drew attention to it. Blame it on me.
Please.
Oh, there's still trails. I was like, what is that? Got my flight, paid for my flight, and got my rental car reserved and everything for Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Oh, samesies.
Oops. Oh snap!
Crackle and pop. Oh yeah, let me check my. Oh yeah, now I'm averaging 116, 117 frames.
Yeah, it's probably just
120, yeah.
fudged up from having the wrong map I'm trying to load in. It's freaking out.
Oh, did you see about Orca and immersion?
No.
They're merging.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like Orca's absorbing immersion? RC?
Yeah, I guess.
I'm assuming,
I guess
right?
That's what it would be. Yeah.
I haven't heard much from Immersion RC, but I've heard a lot from Orca lately. So yeah, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Has Immersion RC done anything lately?
Not. I mean, I'm sure they have. I just not that's ringing any bells.
Yeah.
I don't know about like memorable stuff they've done. But I don't know. I'm not a huge follower of Immersion RC.
Hello from Mexico.
Ooh, what is that robot voice? We need to fix that. Hello. How are you? Let's fix that real quick. I do not like robot lady's voice. Sounding a little drunk, lady.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she sounded a little Slurring of words
Hi.
there. Oh boy, there's another one sounding real rough. What is going on with this voice? We gotta. Okay, there we go. We're good. Should fix it, hopefully. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello.
Testing.
Oh, going for it. Woo.
Did it not read?
No, I did.
Oh, there we go.
I switched the voiceover to the David, Microsoft David.
Oh, David. Hello.
Old David.
Good old
What is the
David.
best sim?
What is the best sim? For what? For racing? Probably this one.
This one?
For freestyle, it's pick your poison. Kind of depends on your personal. A lot of people like liftoff, I feel like, for freestyle more than anything.
Yeah.
Velocidrone, I like Velocidrone for freestyle though. It's crisp, feels pretty close to real life in my opinion. For me at least. May not be for everybody, but you know. Works for me. Oh, I want to try to just shoot right through one of those windows upstairs, but it's such a small target.
This one?
The ones out front, like right where you spawn,
Oh, yeah.
they're off center and they're kind of like, oh,
Oh, like power loop up through?
yeah, blind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just if you hit it, if you're lucky, pretty much. I don't know how much.
Thank you.
Like actual skill would go into that. A little bit, but you know. Oh God.
You gotta start pitching back way quicker. Oh, there we go. I just third try. Just yeah, 100% luck though.
Third try's a charm. Oh. It's easier to Matty flip out of the bottom door. Like blindly.
Oh
Whoops. Smack right into a tree.
yeah. Smack right into the side of the door. I'll bring it back.
Alright. I might actually change maps while you're gone.
Alright.
What is the best hoop for freestyle?
The best whoop for freestyle. In Sims or in real life? I guess I have to clarify that. Alright, let's go back to the space map. The space map's a good one. Why not spawn in the air? Uh-oh. Spawn point broken? I think you're supposed to spawn, like, right here, I thought.
Real live.
In real life, I think 75mm 1S is probably the best platform to look at for a whoop for freestyle. Things that are in, like, the 20 to 25 gram range. I'm trying to give you really broad spectrums here, because there's a couple different whoops you could get. Are you confident in building a whoop, or do you just want one you can buy right out of the box and just go fly it, and it'll be pretty good at freestyle? If you don't mind building one, I could point you towards some pretty nasty 75mm 1S builds, but if you want a pre-built one,
Bye.
okay. I would suggest for freestyle, what's your skill level looking like? How long have you been flying? Are you pretty comfortable at flying, or do you think you're going to crash quite a bit? Are you learning? If you're learning, I might suggest something with a little more durable frame, so you're not breaking frames constantly. But I'll see what you say to that.
Good.
Okay. Yeah, if you're pretty confident with your skill level, I would say get like a Mob Light 7 probably from Happy Model, if you can get your hands on one. The Mob Light 7, the tune that it came with was really, really solid right out of the box. The frame that it comes with is kind of fragile, but the frame's like the cheapest thing to replace. So if you just get a new frame for like $4, that whoop becomes way better. Oh. Big old towers.
Heads, I love my mob thick. Gonna build a second one.
Oh yeah. Mob Thick is a nasty build. That's a solid freestyle ripper right there. Unfortunately though, you can't just like go to the store and buy those, so yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, the Mob Thick is definitely probably my favorite build, period, for freestyle. As far as whoops go, yeah, I don't know. I haven't been able to find anything, in my opinion, that beats it. I've tried a lot of different stuff, and Mob Thick's been solid. Just needed a little more beef on it. The Mob Light needs a little more beef on it, and then it can really be a really nice freestyle whoop. Although these days I probably wouldn't use those 19,000 kV motors anymore that the Mob Thick comes with. It's probably a little low kV for me. Were those bars always sticking out of the side of this building like that? I guess so. That's kind of cool looking. I like that. Nope. Woo!
I want to put my BLV3 in a 75mm build from my Acro B.
1S or 2S? I have a BLV3 build, 75, that's 2S. It's not my favorite to fly though. It's a little rough. As far as like the weight to power ratio.
One's probably, but either or.
Okay. I mean, I would recommend 2S with it, just because it's a chunky board. And, do those come with a VTX? I can't remember now. Those were full, right? Or did I think I had to put did I put a VTX on that? I don't know. You'll be able to tell me. I haven't played around with the BLV3 in a bit. Did that come with a built-in VTX or no? If OG was here, he would tell me like right off break. Because he's our resident newbie drone guy. But I'm not really sure. I don't remember. It did. Okay.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
It's the 120 MW1.
I got you. Okay. It's coming back to me a little bit now. Okay. So, yeah, I would suggest the 2S build. Just, I think the 2S build with that board is a little better. But, you can do 1S with it. I've seen people do 1S 75 builds with it. That turned out fine. You know, it's good. It'll do the job. I'm just not a huge fan of the weight of that board. It's pretty heavy and expensive, very expensive. While we're on the subject, the cost is pretty heavy too. Nice board, but you know, $100 is 2 of my other flight controllers that I use. I could get replacements for, so it's a hard buy for me.
Yeah, might as well use the 12 amp ESC.
Yeah, you might as well just put it to work. Those are oval shaped and they didn't look like that on the way down. Now they do, now that I said it. It looked like it when I was trippy spinning up, but going down looked a bit round. A bit circular. Woo! Excuse you.
Have you seen the 1002 motors from Racine Power? What do you think of them? I'm hyped to set in a Fractal 75 frame. Can't beat the Diamond F4 AIO for show. But
Yeah.
I might get another crazy BF4 3.1. I did a 2.5-inch 2's build with one and I like it. Just need a VTX.
I've been using the Reaper when I need it, VTX wise. I've been liking that. I'm sure there's probably a lighter one out now, but the Nano Reaper, whatever it's called, I think it's called the Reaper Nano, something like that. I don't know. It's nice though. And yeah, the 102 or the 1002 RC and or RC power, motors. I saw Toto FPV, I guess, had made a post about them because the orange version he helped with or gave them suggestions on or something along those lines. I don't know the details of it. But actually, 1002 motors are something that have been on my list for a while that I've wanted to try. And the reason is Angry Don actually, talking to him in the DMs a couple months ago, and he had mentioned that 1002 was like these crazy motors he had been working on and testing and really liked. So he kind of piqued my interest originally about it, and then that interest sat dormant for a while because I didn't hear anything about the motors for a bit. But yeah, I saw that post on Facebook the other day about them. I'll pick up a set of them, see how they are, for sure. Wouldn't miss them. But I'm interested in them. I'm not sure what I'm going to put them in yet. I might try a... doing like maybe just like a 2.5 inch toothpick or something like that. I don't know that I'll put them in a whoop at all, actually. I'm not sure if I'll ever put them in a whoop. Yo, I might leave those for toothpick motors.
What are you talking about?
The new 1002 RC power motor. RC
yeah,
power motors. Yeah.
Dude, I'm
Do
still
you fly
so- 'cause remember
5-inch
I bought
quads
those motors
much?
For the red shifters frame.
Wait, what? I didn't hear the
those-
beginning.
Those the RCN Power. I bought those. I don't remember what size they were. 13 or 14 something.
Yeah.
With that red shifters frame. Remember they had the purple and green ones.
Yes. Yes, I do remember that.
And one of them was DOA.
Yes, I do remember that.
Which is so sad. 'Cause those motors were so sick.
Yeah, they are. They got nice color schemes on their motors.
Yeah.
Yes, I do fly 5-inch often. I just not as often as I'd like. Not nearly as often as I fly whoops or anything else. It's probably the least flown class for me.
I want to try to do more this year.
Yeah, we've been talking about that for this summer especially. I wanted to try to get more 5-inch footage up on the other channel.
Do more weeknight meetups.
Yeah, I'm down whenever.
Yeah.
I need to get another GoPro because having like the same GoPro that I work with be the one that I freestyle with is kind of nerve-wracking.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought there was a little gap over here. Is there not? But yeah, I have a couple 5-inch quads. I have 4 technically. I have an ultralight, sub 250 one. Which actually, I still feel like that. Well, no,
I
that's
just
not true.
got
The
into the
Evoke
hobby
is
at
sick.
the end of last year. Started on a few 65mm setups.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a great place to start.
Finally got a SIXS race quad and now I have the bug.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. That bug, when it bites, drains your bank account real fast.
That's what I forgot to order. No, I just read his. I made those orders last night. That's the other thing I needed to order.
What's
What
that?
I meant to order with all that is cameras and VTXs for my 2 switchback builds that I have to build. Well, dang.
Yeah, I started on 65.
Yeah, GF is already
brushed.
about to kill me, LOL.
Which was brutal. That was rough. Trying to freestyle that, it taught me patience very early. 65mm is tough to freestyle on in general on 1S. It's just kind of clunky compared to 75 at least. And then brushed. Oh god, Never again. When people tell me that they fly brushed motors for fun, I'm like, do you just slam your hand in the car door too when you get out just because you're like just a glutton for punishment?
Yeah, you like, pull your pants up like a couple seconds before you finish peeing.
Just so you ruin your day.
You just like to be miserable.
Just get a nice hot cup of coffee from McDonald's and dump it right in your lap.
Yeah.
Time to start the day.
Nothing sounds fun about brushed whoops LMAO.
Just dumping a little bit of ketchup on it just so I feel dirty.
Yeah, I don't.
People that race brush stuff.
I know, yeah. Well, I've heard for racing they say it's more like consistent power, right? Is that what it is? There's something about the power train that they like with the brushed motors. I don't know what it is.
Know.
But I've heard that argument. But for freestyle, there's just no reason.
Yeah.
Nothing about it is fun. It's really clunky. And you're changing speed too much in freestyle. Like, you're kind of like
They
on and off.
fine-tune the brushes like old RC guys, LOL.
Yeah, well, just the fact that, like, you got to replace the motors after, like, I forget how many, like, hours it is or batteries.
Bro,
or
I saw somebody on Facebook the other day having an argument saying that doesn't happen to them. They're like, my brush motors last way longer.
Oh, shut up.
I'm like, yeah, dude, I went
They'll
through
last,
so many
but
brush motors.
They'll last. It's not that they die automatically at that point, but they're so freaking weak by that
They
point.
are, yeah. Now that we got Unibels on brushless motors, there's just I see no point in ever flying them again. Whatever. If some people like to live the nostalgia, whatever, go for it. But
well, that's the whole reason why I bought one of those Project Mockingbird hummingbird brushed ones.
Yeah.
Because everybody ranted and raved about how that was, the best thing ever when they came out, the hummingbird brushed and everything else. So I was like, I'm gonna try it and see like if it translates at all, since I kind of started with brushless, at least as far as racing goes. And,
yeah.
I didn't like it.
No, I still have my brushed whoop sitting over there, the first one that I built.
Yeah, I got it too.
Yeah, it's just sitting over there. I have no plans on ever flying it.
Nope. I was thinking about maybe offering it up as a sacrifice for the 4th of July video.
It's not gonna make it. You kidding me? No, dude. The second that thing gets too close to heat, it's all done. I think most of our whoops will probably do that. Like once a little bit of heat gets in and starts distorting the ducts and the props. Like think about how thin the plastic is on props, and how little you need to mess up a prop to get it to fly horrible. Like it's gonna have to be such a dunking the whole thing just isn't. We need to find a way to like suspend it above it. I don't know what Malty was talking about putting it underneath. I guess he didn't do the math on that, but like if you got 4 fans facing down, I don't know how something's gonna stay lit underneath it.
Well, that's why I said wrap something around the duct.
Yeah, even that though, like I feel like we're putting heat too close to the prop. The prop's gonna be spinning right next to it.
Well, we're gonna need a way to experiment. We can use one of the brush quads to experiment.
Well, that's true.
See what works.
I don't mind torching one.
Nah.
I will gladly torch the one that I have.
Yeah,
Burn all the pain away of remembering just pulling hair out of the motors constantly to get it to fly again.
Remembering just sitting there with your monitor.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, just breaking my neck.
Hitting the suitcase gaps.
Yeah, man. Hitting all the gaps with a screen. That was an immersion RC screen / Orca. So wait, so now can I say that I learned how to fly on Orcas? Since I use an immersion RC screen?
Cut my teeth on Orcas.
Yeah, right. I don't know that I'll ever own a pair of Orcas. I think the picture I get out of my Sky Zones is so good for me that I don't want to change it. That one dude the other day commented on the freestyle video I put up because he thought I had the new HD0.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he thought the video was in HD.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah. Pico's nice on the camera.
The Pico mixed with the Sky Zone and the 60 frames and all. It's nice, man.
Yep.
It's not bad. Especially because Sky Zone's still pretty affordable when it comes to goggles. If you compare them to like Fat Shark or Orca. Who else is the big goggle brand? Emax, I guess. Didn't they make like? Are they the ones that make the EV
No,
whatever?
Eachine.
Eachine. There you go. Thank you. I haven't seen anything from them in a long time.
No. I
Okay,
haven't either.
that might have been what it was. It's like a little Rubik's cube back out. Is that what it was? Maybe.
I got some
that's cool, though.
HDOs with a rapid fire module for 350, but I was about to pull the trigger on some Skyzones.
This is pretty dope.
Ooh, if somebody offered me HDOs with a rapid fire for 350, I probably would have taken them over Sky Zones too. Sky Zones, you're gonna pay $400 and you're not gonna get a module that's nearly as good as the rapid fire. I mean, it still works, but I'm still using it. I'm still rocking the Sky Zone module. I forgot what it's called, like the Sky Zone. I don't know. I'm not even gonna pretend like I remember.
Well, none of us really like do a lot of like long flying away from
No, but the second I do, I notice. The second I do, I notice. Like
Yeah.
when I flew that toothpick with the Fusion VTX on it, and I had you come over with your Fat Sharks
You're
and
really
rapid fire.
hard to pass up.
Oh, yeah.
Like I could fly
Had to
all the way
drive
around my
an
house,
hour, but
and
it
you
was
had
worth.
perfect signal, and I lost it as soon as I went over the fence.
Yeah, I've noticed that with Malty too. Like when I'll be watching, like at his house, and he'll go around the front of his house, and it's like I can't see. Like he'll drop out of the skies.
Does he use the Sky Zone module?
I think so.
No. He has the O3s. It doesn't have the module on it, so his is just independent antennas.
Oh yeah.
Like
Well,
he's got the real old school stuff, like the ones I had on the O2X. My first goggles. But yeah, Sky Zone's a solid brand. I would definitely buy them again in the future. I'm gonna keep an eye on them. So far, that's all I've owned is Sky Zone goggles, and I have loved them both. I still have my other set. Bring them with me all the time whenever I fly if people want to watch.
Oh, that's the other thing I meant to order and forgot was some new goggle foam.
Ooh.
My goggle foam is rough.
Do you use the kind that has like the leather feel on the outside, or the actual like foamy
actual
feel?
foam. I don't really like the leather feel.
What don't you like about it?
I don't know. I don't use that for my. Oh wait, no, I do use that for the Oculus. But I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just a weird. I don't like.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I kind of dig the leather stuff, but the one for the Sky Zones, at least the O2s and the O4s, I haven't had to replace them, either one of them yet.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. On last Sunday when I was out there at the job with you, like I saw you put the goggles on the one time, and I noticed that. Because I was thinking about that's when I noticed that I needed to order some for mine, and I looked at yours. While
There's
you
a
put
new
yours
Orca
on, I
that
saw
just
the
came out that's like
weird
their
leather
budget
stuff on it.
version for 450
Yeah,
or
man,
something.
it lasts though.
I think
Yeah.
it just doesn't have the OLED screens.
Well, this will only be the
Thought that was interesting.
second time I've had to replace this foam, and I don't have to replace it. Just it's
Choosing to.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
better dates.
Ja
But I've had
feel.
these goggles for what, like almost 3 years, 2 years. When did we start? 2019, I think we started.
1920 easily.
1920, yes. Right, brothers were out there trying to get their weak ass little plane off the
Yep,
ground.
we were
We're
already.
just out there hitting Baranis.
It's always brownies with you, hitting brownies. There's a new Orca that just came out. That's like their budget version for 450.
The 533 race edition ones.
I think it just doesn't have the OLED screens. That is interesting. That's nice of them to attempt it. Sky Zone did the same thing. They let out the OLEDs, which is what I have, the O4s. And then they let out a version of the O4s, I believe it was the O4s, that didn't have the OLEDs that were way cheaper. I think they called them something else, though. I don't remember what they called them. They may have called them the O4 or something. I don't remember. Did you see his other freestyle map that he came out with recently, too? The Polyworld one?
No.
It's like a kind of like a western feeling scene, kind of blown out western scene. I'll switch to it. I've flown the bejesus out of that space map for the last couple days. Why does it keep spawning me in the air on all of his maps? Like my spawn points are broken.
Oh, this is cool.
It's big. This one's huge too. There's a lot of stuff here. This one just looks like a texture pack just vomited. But I love it. I love maps like that. There's just a whole bunch of features everywhere.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of features. Clean, baby, clean. So this dive right here, down this tunnel ladder thing, it's curved out at the top. So the way I was hitting it the other day on stream is like fly towards the water tower and kind of power loop backwards into it.
Hold on, I'm looking for you. I got trails on.
Oops, I just crashed. It's right in front of where you spawn. It's in like this little blown out tower. Did you see me yet? I'm really high up. Okay.
What about it?
All right, so get on the side with the covered ladder, or the tunneled ladder. Right, this side. And then you fly towards this water tower, and you power loop up and over, and then the ladder's open on the top, and it curls towards you. It like curls towards the way you're power looping towards it, so you can kind of get into the dive.
Oh, I see.
So I was doing that the other day on stream. It's kind of hard to hit, but once you've hit it like once or twice, it gets, you know.
Yeah, it just looks like lining. Oh yeah, it's spawning me in the air too.
Yeah, it's weird. I'll have to ask him what's going on with spawn points.
Well, it looks like there's some. Looks like if you go down to the ground, all these plants and everything are floating above the ground. So I wonder if that has something to do with it.
These plants are floating above the ground? Not for me.
Yeah, right down here.
These guys? Oh, these. Yeah. I see these two here.
But yeah,
Yeah.
like if you land, there's a bunch of them that are kind of floating there.
I only see these two. Yeah, I wonder if they were just having like a desync issue or something. I don't know. He did say that Velocidrone's been a little screwy with custom maps lately when he's been trying to put them in or update them and stuff.
Well, good thing we got race lines. Oh yeah, that is. Oh, yeah. The hardest part is just lining it up to that.
Ah,
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
dang it! I left it right at right before the last ring. I almost made it all the way down though.
Yeah, I made it like to the view above it.
I did not hear his message. Hang on. Yeah, I'll check that.
He will not be on.
Oh, okay. Well, that's yeah. Okay. We figured he wasn't hopping on. That's fine. Whatever. All good.
I was like, yeah, whatever.
I was like, whatever.
I thought I told you. I said, yeah, whatever.
I got that tiny ape from Darwin FPV upstairs.
Yeah,
I want to try that out. Just realized that it's on ELRS 1 though, not on 2, and I already updated my radio module, so got to try to find a ELRS module that is not on version 2 that I can put onto my other spare radio. Actually, I think I still have the Beta FPV Light Radio 3 upstairs. Pretty sure that would work. I don't really want to test fly something on that radio, but I will if it means that I don't have to downgrade my ELRS on my radio. Oops, little toy. Tight like a toy guy.
Tiger. Oh, if it isn't Barnyard.
Who's that guy? Joshua Barnyard?
He's a racer.
Okay.
That's your Barnyard, yes. You're gonna farm something today.
Cool. It's just a tank. Doesn't do anything. Just kind of chills. Tiny little gap underneath it. What is all this? Did I see this before? None of this looks familiar. Did I notice all this before? There's like a whole military installment over here on the beach.
Oh yeah, that's where I'm at.
Oh yeah, I see you down there. Yeah, it's kind of nice. I didn't see all this before.
Look at that.
Oh, that one looks like it's even harder to get into. Got a covered roof over the top of it. Oh, yeah. Not even gonna mess with that one.
Oh yeah, I see.
Mm. Ooh.
Going to see Sonic 2 tomorrow.
I thought you already went and saw it.
No, we were supposed to, and then that was the weekend that they all got the Rona.
Oh, okay, I see.
I think we're gonna do a double movie tomorrow. There's some other movie called like The Bad Guys or something.
A double movie?
Yeah.
People do that?
I guess.
Why would you want to sit through that much theater time? Holy.
Not all at once. We're gonna do morning and go walk around a little place in White Marsh, a bunch of places and stuff, and then go back. Do lunch and all, and go back.
Made it. We made it.
Oh yeah, remind me after we end stream to tell you about what I was talking to Mr. Dan about.
Okay.
I don't want to forget.
All right. Oh, mama.
Oh, did you see my message the other day about Shoresy's release date?
Yeah, isn't it like end of May?
Subheads.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down.
God, I hope it's not a disappointment.
What up, Dan? How you doing? I hope not. I hope not. We'll see. I don't know how that's going to work out.
Yeah.
How that character's going to play out in person. Facing forward and all that, you know?
Yeah.
We'll see, though.
Different.
Yeah, we'll see.
What up, brother?
Oh, nothing. Just chilling. Oh, God. Doing some flying. What's going on with you there, Sergio?
I got my first Elris quad. The Mob 7.
Ooh, nice.
Got it flying, but man, I'm getting horrible video range.
Are you?
Can't even fly around my house. It's in 400 MW. Any ideas?
I don't know. I don't have any ideas. What kind of goggles are you using?
Is it using a linear VTX antenna?
If it's the Mob 7, I'm pretty sure it's just that little itty bitty copper piece of wire, that like real short piece. Pretty sure. Although I don't remember. I have a Mob 7 ELRS right upstairs. I could go look. I haven't flown it in a bit though. It's just been sitting in the box, so I don't remember. It might actually have had a big whip antenna on it now that I think about it.
Whip.
Yeah, maybe it did.
The new Mob 7 ELRS. No, it's got a small linear antenna. I don't know connector.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm using 04X with rapid fire.
Oh yeah, that definitely shouldn't be an issue then. Yeah, I don't know. Has anybody
Could try a better VTX antenna.
had
I
any
replaced
issues?
my linear one on my BLV3 and putting an RHCP on it did wonders.
Are you talking to me, or are you asking chat?
Just in general, I'm just kind of thinking out loud. Yeah, but replacing the antenna, that Mob 7 on 400 milliwatts, you can fly it forever away, and the VTX is good. So it sounds like it's probably not the antenna. It's probably something else going on with the VTX, like the actual flight controller. Not saying that you're wrong by updating the antenna will get you better range, but it sounds like that's not what the issue is, at least here. I flew the Mob 7 from the park down the street back to my house and did trippy spins around my front tree with like a bunch of houses, the park, all this metal stuff in my way, like in between me and the whoop. And I got like
400
barely.
MW, yet it should be fine.
I got barely any
I
break
didn't
up.
hear that initially.
And I had the 04Xs, yeah,
Yet
as
I
well.
can literally fly my D8 SPI quads father.
Yeah. No, it should be able to go much farther. It sounds like you may have just gotten a lemon on the VTX, or maybe there's something going on with the VTX internally. I doubt with Betaflight, maybe.
Check the tables to make sure.
Yeah, you could double check.
goofy.
Yeah, your VTX tables, I guess, wouldn't hurt. Also, what version of Betaflight are you running? Are you using the newest version of Betaflight? I think there's something about if you use an older version of Betaflight with the newer version
Yeah, was just thinking the tables.
installed on the Whoop. I feel like if you save and you try to change stuff, I feel like it gets messed up sometimes. Like it saves settings kind of wonky.
What do you mean by checking the VTX tables?
Like in
And yet it came
Betaflight.
with 4.3.
In Betaflight, make sure you're using make sure your VTX tables are all looking correct under the VTX tab in Betaflight. Although I guess you could probably do that through Smart Audio as well, just to check and make sure everything's where it should be.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised we haven't seen more race.
How is
tracks
Darwin
on Hollywood.
FPV Baby Ape 3 for freestyle?
There hasn't been. I mean, I haven't raced a whole lot of them on there.
What's
I
that?
think like I said, I'm surprised there hasn't been more racetracks on the Polyworld maps.
Oh yeah, same. Because it's really lightweight. The map is
Yeah.
like there's nothing to it.
Yeah, so if you're just doing gates and stuff, not doing any kind of crazy.
Be really low latency and
Also,
lag
when
for
you
everybody.
plug it in, it does say I'm running an older configurator and any saving could be corrupted.
Okay,
But I have the newest config.
I would
10.7, I think.
figure out what that issue. Wait, no, Betaflight's on 10.8, isn't it? Is it on
Yes.
10 points? Yeah, it's on 10.8. All right, so you got to update your Betaflight. Firstly, and I don't quote me on it, but I swear I have had Whoops give me trouble when I have 4.3 installed on the Whoop, and then I plugged it into my older PC on an older version of Betaflight, and I switched around something. It was something simple, though. I may have actually switched from, like, Race Band 1 to Race Band 8, something in the VTX. And when I saved it, a bunch of weird stuff happened, and, like, it didn't fly right, and it did a bunch of weird stuff. So I'm
Yeah, I
not
feel
saying
like
that's gonna fix it, but that's a possibility.
Yeah, I
Definitely.
feel like that's been an issue.
But I
for a
updated to
while,
newest
not
just
like
today.
Before 4.3
And it was
10.8. 'Cause I
10.7.
remember trying to plug into Malty's laptop one time to change something.
Yeah.
And I had to like sit there and update his Betaflight for him.
Yeah.
It was just
I've
If it was
had
an older version, then it wouldn't do anything right.
right. I've had it happen before. So if it told you the newest version is 10.7, then it may be lying to you. And you may just have to manually go get it. Let me see. Yeah, Betaflight 10.8 was released a while ago. So if you go to their website and...
Thanks for reminding me to update my
Actually,
Betaflight
you can-
LMAO.
Yeah, but yeah, please, everybody, make sure you update your Betaflight. You should be able to just go to Google and just type in Betaflight 10.8 and or Betaflight Configurator, either one, 10.8, and it should take you right to it. There should be a GitHub. I'd give you the link, but I don't know which one it is. It'd take me a while to dig through it and find it, I'm sure. But if you know what you're
How is
looking
Darwin
for,
FPV Baby Ape 3 for
Yes.
Freestyle?
I'm sorry.
Do I have to
FPV
uninstall
roller.
Betaflight first?
I don't know that you have to uninstall it first, but I would. It would probably be best to uninstall it completely, like through Windows settings, console, all that. The Darwin Baby Ape for Freestyle. The frame is fragile.
Thanks, heads.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
I hope it helps. Let me know if it fixes everything or anything. Also, once you do that, once you update your configurator, I would go to Happy Model's webpage and just look, or go to Google and look up Happy Model Mobile 7 ELRS PID tune, or like the stock CLI file, CLI dump, and just re-flash, like fresh start. Just make sure everything's cool. Put it all back to stock settings for Happy Model though. As far as the Baby Ape, Freestyle, it's not terrible for Freestyle. The tune it comes with needs a lot of work. It's really shaky. The power's pretty good. The motors are decent that are on there. They're kind of no-name brand motors, I believe. The camera that I got on it was dog butt. So if they have an option for a better camera now, which I'm almost positive they do, pretty sure you can get it with a newer camera like the Ant maybe, or maybe one of the Run cams. It's one of them. Don't get whatever the cheaper one is. There's one camera that you can get that's super cheap, and God, is it bad. I mean, the image quality, that alone will ruin your Freestyle experience. I did a video on the Baby Ape. If you go and look on our channel on Infinity Loops for the Baby Ape, but does it Freestyle, you can see the video quality is awful. So definitely don't get the cheaper of the two cameras. I'm pretty sure that's the one they offer the upgraded camera on now. But it's not terrible. I mean, for the money, it's not terrible. That's the one that's like $80 or whatever,
Get
right?
the Baby Ape Pro. You'll regret it if you don't BC of the cam.
Yeah,
At FPV
that's what I'm talking
Roller,
about.
I
There you
have
go.
a good tune for the Baby Ape, and if you upgrade your VTX antenna, it's a ripper.
There you go. So yeah, for the I guess the Pro is the one that has the better camera. The one I flew though, the camera alone is reason enough where I would tell people probably wouldn't go for it. Even though it's cheap, the whole thing's cheap. Like, it's a basher for sure. It should be treated as such. So if you get it with the intent of, like, you know, just flying it like you stole it kind of thing. Fly it like it is under $100. Can't do it. Can't do it, OG.
Yeah, I tried. I got several, like, down to the
I've made it out
Get
once.
extra
I
arms.
just
bottom quarter
Props.
of the run.
want to try to do it
Lots
again.
of props.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult.
Oh.
For shizzle.
Yeah, extra arms for sure. Like I said, the frame, you're getting what you pay for with that quad. I think the price that they put on it is perfect for what you get. I think it's like spot on. So you definitely keep that in mind. You're getting what you pay for. So the frame, it's okay. Everything else about it is okay. It will do the job. And you can beat the bejesus out of it and not be too upset if something breaks. Just, yeah, make sure you got a lot of spare parts. But I had fun with it. I'll sell you
Thank
mine
you.
cheap. You can have mine. I'm never going to fly it again, but it has the poopy camera on it. I'll end up giving it away at some point, I'm sure. It's just sitting in the garage collecting dust at the moment. And I have much better 3-inch
It's a
quads.
beater for sure, but it's hella fun if you run it like a dog.
Yes, exactly. Yep. As long as you're flying it like you stole it, you'll have a blast with that thing. Because like I said, you'll beat it up, and you might break something, but you just kind of go into it with that attitude of it's all easily replaced with really not a whole lot of money. So. Oops. You ever try to Matty flip something and you just end up laying down on the top of it?
Extra motors are
Oh,
under
yeah.
$5.
Yeah, like you don't push that initial push out far enough.
Yeah. Peter, who makes their motors? Are they just like Darwin FPV motors? Because those are the plain silver ones, right? Am I remembering that right for that Baby Ape? I feel like they just had like this. It was kind of like this painted silver casing.
I have no idea.
They're unlabeled, right? They're just like generic motors.
They are old school for sure.
Oh. Hoo. Alright. I'm switching again. Where are we going? We've done all the Polyworld tracks.
Grayson Hobby has them so it's cheap to bash it.
I ain't the
Okay,
one.
nice.
I ain't the one to ask that. Sure, I hardly ever freestyle on here anymore.
Go to Bando.
Oh, sure.
Do I have anything fun on here? I have one that Clown FPV started to build, but he's not done with it. I'll put it up anyways, whatever. There's other stuff to fly on it. Do 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 do. I think he said this little spot over here is supposed to be a replica of like the spot that the Georgia crew always flies, or the Atlanta crew.
Yeah. That one off the building.
Oops. Yeah, he's still working on this one, but this one should be cool too once he's done. This little spot over here I like a lot that he did. It's like all these little square gates. And that dive, the towers dive, I did this on stream, but you can dive all the way through this down into the building. And it is one hell of a dive to hit. It's way tighter than the one we were just trying to do through the ladder. I think I only made it all the way through it once though, and I was like, alright, that's enough. I'm never doing that again. What?
I'm looking for it. I just.
Oh, it's near the front of the map, like where you spawn. By the big water tower and all. It's just like a huge stack of tires.
My render distances is so low because of having my graphics down.
I get it. Oh, we did it again! I just bumped on the way out. Oh, but I made it all the way through. It was so much cleaner the last time or the first time I did it though. So much cleaner.
Happy Model 7v2. When is this map coming out? I'm kinda bored with the standard Bando thing.
I don't know when this map's gonna come out. I haven't talked to Clown in a couple days. Actually, several days. I haven't talked to him since the last time, 2 times ago I streamed, I think, or maybe even 3 times ago. I don't know. I'll reach out and ask him though. It's been a little bit since I spoke with him. I'll see if he's done any more work on it. I gave him a couple suggestions of some little things to add, and he said he was gonna work on it, but I haven't talked to him since. But hopefully soon.
supremely tight.
How is Happy Model 7 V2? Happy Model 7 V2.
The 72 maybe?
Like the Mobula 7 V2 frame? I don't think there was a V2 Mobula 7. I think they just made the Mobula 7 that was 1S and 2S, and that was it. Unless you want to call the Mob Light 7 the version 2, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Or the ELRS 1? I don't know. Clarify, sir.
Need some elaboration.
Yeah.
Drone.
Drone. The Happy Model 7 V2. Could you link me to it or something, or a picture of it? I'm not familiar with the Happy Model 7 V2. I'm not sure what exactly you are referring to.
Happy Model 7 drone.
Happy Model 7 drone. Okay. So there's the Happy Model Mobula 7. There's the Happy Model Moblight 7. And there's the Happy Model Mobula 7 1S ELRS. All three of those are really different, though. So let me know which one you're talking about, and then I could give you an opinion on all three of them. Because I have flown the heckle out of all three of them.
Model 7 2s.
Mobula 7 2S. That's probably their oldest. I think their oldest 75 that they have available. I probably wouldn't recommend that one.
I have 26 hoops.
You have 26 whoops? What the hell's the matter with you? I don't even think I have that many. I haven't counted, but I think the last time I counted was when OG was still counting his whoops.
Yeah, I stopped counting a long time.
Yeah, ditto. I was like, this is getting stupid. Like, we've got way too many. But I definitely don't think I have 26. That's ridiculous.
No, definitely not.
If I kept all the whoops that I've bought, I may have, maybe. But I didn't keep nearly any of them.
You definitely have the broken parts to build way more.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
How many broken flight controllers you want?
As far as the Mobula 7, though, the 2S, I probably would avoid it. There's way better ones out now that fly way better. You get more bang for your buck. You'll get newer stuff, newer technology and all that, you know. The Mobula 7 2S was nice for its time, but its time was like 2 years ago now, so it's a little dated.
Remember the Playgrounds freestyle video with how jello-y
Oh my god, yeah.
Mobula 7 was?
Yeah, yep.
The good old Mobula 7 Meteor 65 days.
Yeah, buddy. Got it done, though.
Hell yeah.
Got it.
That was a really good video for us at the time.
It was. Yeah, it was. It's true. For the time. Now when you look at it, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, what we're doing.
Yeah. Even I went back and watched Juiced Up Whoops not that long ago.
Yeah.
And even that I was like, man, like this is like I like this video, but I thought I remembered it being like way better.
Yeah, I just leave that nostalgia in the past, you know. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin the memory I have of us being good when we started, even though we weren't. I just keep that memory in there. Keep it nice and safe, wrapped up in some tin foil. Oh, there's beams in the ceiling.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, my freestyling probably hasn't improved all that much since that time, just 'cause I don't do it enough anymore.
How is Model 7 1's Elrus?
I'm gonna try to start freestyling more after this Weed series is over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they all say. So the Mobula 7 1S ELRS is, technology-wise, is probably one of the best whoops you'll get right now. As long as you have an ELRS unit on your radio and you can bind to ELRS, I think the 1S Mobula 7 needs a little bit of a tune on it, just a tiny bit of work on the tune. And short of that, I love that whoop. I think that whoop's great. The motors on it are solid.
I made it out the bottom.
I see you in there. They're solid motors. They're not my favorite, but that's a personal thing. It's just my personal opinion. I don't like the KV. It's a little low, but
What KV
At
do they-
FPV
they
Roller,
come with?
describe
They're
what your
20,000.
experience level is, and what you want to do. Freestyle. Indoors. If you want recommendations, give more information. Yes.
if you want more recommendations, give some more information. Yes. Oh god.
LMAO.
Barnyard gave up and he's just hauling ass in circles around the tires now. He was diving it.
Oh yeah, I see. Just do some, bump it up to 50 and just send it.
Yep. Yeah, just hear him.
Freestyle and indoor.
Freestyle and indoor, I'd honestly push you more towards the Mob Light. Unless you have ELRS. If you already have ELRS, then just get the Mob 7 1S ELRS. But if you don't have an ELRS module, I would say just get, and you can bind to D8, just get the Mob Light 7. That'll do you good. And indoors at 1S, it's not bad at all with decent weather outside. We have done some ridiculous freestyle videos with the Mobula 7, Mob Light 7 outdoors, so it's definitely possible. Oh, there we go. We're clean out of there. Woo!
Yeah, mine was like the bottom quarter of it. I was just like,
Bing,
I'm
bang,
still
bing, bang,
alive.
bing, bing, bing. Yeah. Just bumper car your way out of there.
it sucks because like the beginning, I was like, oh, this one looks good. And then-
Yeah, it goes sideways
Is
real
the Mob
fast in
Light
there.
7 a 75 millimeters or 65 millimeters?
Everything
Slow clapping.
from Happy Model that has a 7 in it is 75, and everything that has a 6 in it is a 65. So the Mobula 6 and the Mobula 7, like that's how you would decipher between the two. It's just the 6 and the 7, 65, 75.
Oh no shit.
Oh yeah.
This is the god tier pilot of the We Bleed series. So
Who's this?
the Neon FPV. He's been pooping all over orange stuff lately.
No, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Kid is ridiculous.
Tight or loose gimbals for freestyle?
Tight or loose gimbals for freestyle?
Well, you're gonna get two totally opposite answers.
So,
right here.
me personally, if you're talking about freestyle, I think tighter is better. And the reason I think tighter is better is because I feel like you have better control because you have more resistance. There's more fighting against you, so you have to use a little more muscle to move the gimbal, but I feel like it gives me, it's almost like turning your sensitivity down on your mouse and playing a first-person shooter as opposed to having it really fast. So if you have it really fast, you know, you only got like this much wiggle room with your mouse and you're moving all the way across your screen, or you have this much wiggle room and your mouse is kind of tracking it. Like that's what tightening my gimbals feels like to me. I feel like when I'm
Switch to
tightening them
neon
up,
Switch the neon screen for a second and just watch him rip around and freestyle at the same time. It's so.
what angle is he running?
I think he runs like
That's ridiculous. He's running like 60. I mean,
Yeah.
who freestyles like that?
56. He runs 56.
Yeah, ain't nobody watching that for freestyle. You crazy?
Yeah, he was just hit that freaking dive first time at 56 degrees. An asshole.
Yeah, tell him to drop down to 15 and do it.
Yeah, right. This is nutty.
Oh.
Oh, he must be in stream.
What is the best 65mm or 75mm for freestyle?
Yeah, I saw him freestyling with a bunch of multi-GPK. I jumped in a lobby of his like last week or something. Like,
Yeah.
The GQ.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw him messing around with the tiny little multi-GP gates, like trippy spin in between them and stuff. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that was like that week in iGal when trippy spins came
Yeah.
up, and you
Yeah,
see
everybody-
everybody's angle went up to like 60. Like, get out of here, dude! Come on, man. In iGal, there's no excuse. You better put your camera angle down, do it proper.
I actually saw a video, like a little clip that was posted on, I guess maybe the Rotorite Facebook or something. I don't know, but it was of like Bubby and Vanover and Drib and all them.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby was talking about like moving his camera angle to like try to do something, and Drib was the one that was like, nah. He's like, I kind of feel like I don't want to have to move my camera angle to do a trick.
Exactly. Yeah, right. To do one trick. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I never understood
Like,
when I was learning to trippy spin and people kept telling me, just tilt your camera angle up. I'm like, okay, but what if I want to do it while I'm freestyling? I don't want to like come land. So all right, guys, watch this. I'm gonna do a trippy spin.
hold on 1 second.
Come in for a landing real quick.
How are you supposed to even throw that in the edit? So you're gonna have one clip.
Hey, it's been done, dude. It's been done.
It doesn't. It looks.
I'm not saying it looks good. I'm just saying
If
it's been
If
done.
anybody in here has done that in the edit before, I'm sorry, but yeah, it's just it's not.
You don't have to be sorry. It's subjective.
Yeah.
Freestyle is subjective. There's no finish line or first place or anything like that. So it's all in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't change anything. It's not. Yeah, if you're racing more than you're freestyling, if you were changing your angle just to freestyle, I would probably give you crap about that. Probably like you're doing yourself a disservice. But yeah, if you're doing it a consistent angle for racing and freestyle, it makes sense.
You know, I probably freestyle more nowadays at 50 degrees in Velocidrone than I do at 15. Just because I only time I usually do any freestyling in Velocidrone now is like if I'm in a 5-inch lobby and I'm, you know, going like just flying around in between. So at like, you know, 50 degrees and like 75% of my normal rates.
Yeah, trying to do that that racetrack that I did like a couple weeks ago, a month ago or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Just going from 15 degrees to 46 in like yeah, it was stupid.
Flying to the ground a couple times at the start.
No, because I'm just really used to that part of racing. That's like the one thing I always prep myself on is like, all right, don't be an idiot when you take off at the line. Like you gotta remember that you can't tilt as far in as you normally do. So that's usually like the one thing I'm good at not doing. But it's just literally everything else, like turning, dives, anything.
Your yaw to roll ratio and all that stuff is
yeah, it takes me a while to get used to it.
Yeah.
But it's not. I put up a decent time on that map for me at least in one night. I wasn't about to grind it, but
yeah,
I think I flew it for like 2 hours and got a decent time.
Both of us run 15, Neon.
Yeah. I'm 15 on freestyle. 46 when I go to race something though.
I used to run.
Just makes no sense.
25. I used to run 25. I haven't ran that in a while. 15. Yeah.
Woo. Yes, 15. 1-5. Yes, sir. I was doing trippy spins in here the other day at 0. I was trying to see how low I could go and still trippy spin, and yeah, it's totally doable at 0. I think the only one I was having issues with was doing like the real fat trippy spins, like the real wide ones were a little harder. But I've gotten so used to it at 15 now. Doing it at any other angle is kind of easy. Although, you know, it would probably be really hard for me to trippy spin at is a high angle.
I'm doing it at 0. High angles is because you just want to shoot right up past it. I gotta anytime I trippy spin when I'm at 50, I gotta like consciously remind myself to back.
Oh, Neon, yeah, that's like the only move I know how to do in freestyle is trippy spin, and I fly at 15. Yeah, I know they're doable at 15, but at 0, I didn't think it would be as doable. But they are surprisingly easy at 0. Because you always hear people say that you need a higher angle, higher camera angle if you want to do your trippy spins easier, right? But no.
Back to 56.
Jesus. 56.
I've never tried racing at 56.
I didn't even know the angle went that high in this game. I didn't know it was a possibility.
Yeah.
My screen's never seen these numbers.
Yeah, I've never went past 50 for racing. There's a lot of people racing higher camera angles and whoops now too, and especially like I see people in angle racing like 41, 42 degrees. I'm like, why? You're not using any of that. You can only pitch forward so far if you're in angle. Like,
Well,
macro,
what do you? Can't you set that forward pitch limit of like how far it lets you pitch forward?
yeah, 85 degrees, but like.
So
you're
doesn't
not,
that
like,
change if your camera angle's at like 30 or 40 or whatever you said, but your whoop will let you dip to 80 something degrees? Wouldn't you be able to use that camera angle?
No, because
technically?
at 40 something degrees, you're still kind of looking up.
Oh yeah, on that, but then the whoop itself lets you tilt. Like the body of the whoop lets you tilt
Yeah.
80 something degrees, right?
Yeah, Neon.
That's what I'm saying. Does
Bring
that
it down
compensate
to
for that at
40
all?
to 45 and smell
No,
the
'cause I'm
flowers.
saying, like,
LOL.
when you're full, like if you're going like full throttle, full pitch, or to go like level in a straight line,
Yeah.
the camera is still looking kind of up. And I mean, it all depends on like what part of the screen you like to look at when you fly. Because like I fly.
I guess what I mean is like I don't understand that because like if the whoop itself, right, can go.
Yeah.
You said how
Take
how
winning
far of an
squinting
angle
face.
or a degree?
85.
85 degrees forward. So like damn near 90 degrees, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then so if your camera angle is anywhere between that and 80 degrees, wouldn't you be able to like just not lean all the way into that 80 degree limit and just to where your camera angle is? I don't understand. I can't make it make sense of why you wouldn't be able to use your camera angle at.
No, you can use it. I'm just saying
40.
I don't understand because you're like.
Well, you said you can't
Yeah.
use that. That's why I was asking because you said you can't. I don't know why they set it that high. You can't
Well,
use that.
Well, I mean, because like you can't pitch any farther forward. Like you have to try it next time you're like just launch a whoop and just put your camera angle in the 40s and and try angle and see what I mean. Because like me, like I run 35, and when I'm going in a straight line level, not going up or down or anything, I'm looking kind of straight ahead.
Right.
So like you start going up higher, then you're just looking up and you're missing the bottom.
See you,
Oh,
Neon.
yeah.
Thanks for stopping by, brother.
You're missing the bottom, like you're not seeing the bottom of what you're doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just don't understand the math there because, like, again, like the camera tilts independently, right? So if you set that at 40, then you still have your 80 something degrees of tilt in your whoop, but like the camera travels with that. So like, if you just don't tilt the full 80, like your camera's looking forward. You know what I mean? But like, if you tilt the full 80, then yeah, I guess you'd be staring at the floor and you'd need a higher angle on your camera. But like, I can't make the math work there. I guess my brain won't like wrap around it.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not sure how you just like so simple. It was like so simple for your brain. You were just like, oh yeah, no, you just can't use it. I can't. I don't know. I'm having trouble drawing the lines of following the math on it.
The math, I'm thinking of doing it, so I don't know. I would have to try to think of a better.
Well, no, I'm not thinking of like I'm not adding or subtracting anything. I'm saying
No,
like
I know.
the math of the angles of like.
Yeah, I never thought about that part of it. I'm just thinking of what I see when I'm flying. They're laggy like crazy.
No, I just slammed into a power line. Completely unrelated.
Yeah. All right, so switch to my screen real quick.
Okay. Yep.
All right, so this is at 35 degrees. So you see when I'm going just in a straight line, I'm looking kind of straight ahead.
But how far can you tilt your whoop forward from 35 degrees where you're at right now?
Well, so that's
Right. So if you put your camera angle up higher, you'd be able to look forward more with your whoop tilted forward more. That's what I was talking about.
but no, this is the furthest you can tilt forward and go in a straight line. Any further, you're going straight.
But if you put your camera angle up from where you are right now, wouldn't you continue in a straight line? Isn't that the whole point of putting the camera angle up? Like that's why I fly directly into the ground when I put my camera angle too high from 15.
No, because you're still limited.
Yeah, but you just dipped further forward, and you said now you're looking at the ground. But if you put your camera angle up higher, you're looking more forward, even though your whoop's tilted. Like your full 80-something degree tilt on your whoop, but the camera angle is seeing more forward because you moved it up higher. Whereas before you weren't using the full 80-something degree tilt of the whoop because your camera angle wasn't that high. Does that make sense?
No.
I don't
No, 'cause
understand how it doesn't.
Because I still use the full 80 degrees of the thing, but I'm saying, like, you can't.
But you weren't, like, just a second ago, because you drove it forward more. You pitched forward more, and you said, see, now I'm looking at the ground. So that means you weren't using all of it going forward.
Heading towards the ground.
Right, but that's the full 80 degrees, isn't it? When you go towards the ground?
Yeah.
Right, so you're not using the full 80 degrees to go forward.
No, not when you're going forward in a straight line.
That's what I've been saying. So if you turn the camera angle up higher, you would be able to use a little more of that 80. You'd be able to dig further into that, closer to the 80 degree number.
No, because it's limited by the power of the whoop. It's limited
in this or in real life? Are we talking about Velocidrone?
Both. I can only look. I'm full throttle. You can only. Yes. So no matter what my camera angle is.
Right.
Whether I'm at 10 degrees or 40 degrees.
Nobody's arguing that it's going to make you go faster. By the way, I never said this was going to make you go faster, so I'm not sure if that's part of your point. I don't think it's going to make you go faster. What you were saying is you're not using any of that angle, and I was saying I'm pretty sure you could still use that angle. You would just tilt the whoop further forward.
Yeah, but when you're racing tracks and everything, like I said, it all depends on what part of the screen that you're looking at. Because like if you're doing gates and stuff and you're running a higher angle like this, you're looking more at the bottom of the screen, and you're not looking at the top. Whereas me, I'm looking more like center to top when I fly.
Okay, so like I can't wrap my brain around it. I understand. I never thought it would make it go faster. I was just saying when you said you can't use any of that. Well, no, you said you couldn't use the angle. You didn't say like it's not going to make you any faster. I didn't think it would make you any faster. I understand that whoops are limited just in power in general, like that. You have a what do they call it? A maximum velocity. Like you're not going to be able to go much faster than the whoop will go. But when you say you're not using the angle, I assumed you meant like you can't use it. Like it's just like it's not going to tilt to that angle. Like it's not unusable angle. But I was just saying like it seems like it would be totally usable. You just need to tilt the whoop further forward.
Yeah, well, that's where the confusion was coming, because I thought you were saying that you thought that it would give you more, that you could like pitch further forward and still be going in a straight line.
Well, I think you would be able to pitch further forward and still go in a straight line. You wouldn't be moving any faster, but your camera angle would be higher. Your whoop would have to pitch forward more, but I mean you're still limited by just the power output. But when you said you can't use that angle, I assumed you meant like it's just like would be worthless for racing. But if it's more comfortable, then I don't see like why would it be unusable, I guess. I couldn't figure out why you were saying it's just like it's not a usable angle.
What I mean is just you're leaving a lot of dead space in your screen that isn't really doing you any good, because it's forcing you to just kind of stare at the bottom of your screen. So all of that above that is kind of just.
Wouldn't you stare at the bottom of your screen if you pitched all the way forward at your angle?
At my angle? No, like I said, I'm more top. I'm staring more towards the top center.
And you're pitched all the way forward to go in a straight line?
Yeah, right here is all the way forward.
You're not pitched all the way forward. Pitch forward. That's okay. That's what I was talking about with the pitch, dude. It's just if it makes it more comfortable, people could move it forward, and then you could pitch all the way forward, and it would match up with the camera angle a little better. It's not that you go faster. It's just that you could pitch and make up for it. Like, because I saw you weren't pitching all the way at your camera angle, so you would assume if you moved your camera angle up higher, you would have to use more of your pitch to go in a forward line, right?
And an acro, yes. But what I'm saying is an angle, no matter what your camera angle's at, if you pitch all the way forward, it's going to send you straight into the ground.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, I guess. I don't know. Maybe my brain's broken.
It's all the air filters.
Likely.
Yeah. quad back because flying a whoop one here is not conducive of a good time.
I think I'm actually gonna get ready to sign off. Actually,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's already 10:30.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man.
Well, all right.
All right, boys and gals, we're gonna wrap her up for the night. Thanks for stopping by. A little Freestyle Friday. We'll try to do these more often. I've got new video coming out next week. The Tiny 8 from Darwin FPV. Look forward to that. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy your weekend. See you guys next time.
All right, y'all. Peace.